Hi guys, welcome to another edition of the General Gerry channel. Gonna wait till a few people join in here. We're gonna be doing a live show very briefly. We're gonna talk about apparently WWE are now considered an essential service. We're going to get into that when more people come in. So if you are watching this pre-recorded, I don't know. YouTube's dead anyway. Who really cares anymore? I've got a lot of things to say. Before we start, before anyone joins, right? I got something to say. I'll upload that video of, breaking news of WWE 2K21. No joke. As soon as I literally hit save, they demonetized the whole thing. Completely demonetized. And here's the thing. I'm fortunate enough to be in a position where, I work regularly. People, I'm just telling you right now, the party's over when it comes to YouTube. The party is completely over. How's it going, guys? How are you? How's it going, guys? All right, Double Z TV. And they I literally uploaded that WWE 2K I uploaded that 2K thing popped up. As soon as I had saved, demonetized. A few of my other videos are demonetized. Now here's the thing, I don't really care, to say the least. I really don't. I don't really care. I'm fortunate enough to be in that position. But to be honest, it's kind of like the party's over with YouTube. Now everyone's mostly here. We'll talk about the weirdest story I've ever seen. And by the way, I'm going to get a new microphone because I really want to hold a microphone while talking now. I have this microphone. If I can get it. I have this microphone right here. And I need to put a USB on it, but I got this. A lot of my older viewers would know what this means. But I used to use these. Instead, I'm using this kind of snowball thing. And to be honest, I prefer using a microphone, like actually physically holding it. So who knows? We might try and implement. There's no USB with it, but once this whole thing's lifted, we'll sort it out. So a lot of the older viewers will know about this, but so really what these live shows is really a stand-up comedy thing now, because I don't really care anymore. YouTube's done anyway. Who cares? I mean, I literally, apparently now YouTube are doing new implementations to prevent people from uploading videos. But it's okay for these, boob tubers and all these people to show this, that, and the other, and on Twitch and all these other kind of things. But if I curse and swear and talk about professional wrestling, apparently that's a problem. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. But let's get into the whole essential workers thing. Let's get into it. So, so here's the thing. When I heard this story about apparently WWE are now considering, well, they've done it. Apparently, if you are a professional wrestler in the state of California, you're an essential worker. I feel so bad for these guys in WWE, because when this news came in, they were like, yes, I don't have to work anymore. I can sit at home with my family, play video games all day, sit with my family and chill. Nope. Nope. Vince McMahon, I'll tell you what, has he done some shitty things? Absolutely. But you have to admire his... I just want to say this. By him doing this, it's not right. I just want to make that very clear. It's not right. I don't think wrestling is an essential worker. I do think that they should pay... They got the WrestleMania payday. I think they should pay them a certain amount of salary while they're waiting. This thing's going to take about 3 months. I understand Vinnie Mac's losing a ton of money with the XFL, and I get that. But come on now. Come on now, Vinnie. What, you had to go to the state of Florida the state of Florida, and you made everyone an essential worker. So apparently all these wrestlers are sitting here, they're like, yes, happy days. I don't have to work. There's no way they're gonna make. There's no way they're gonna make a professional wrestler an essential worker. Like Dolph Ziggler, he's probably got his feet up like this. He's like sitting here, he's got his feet up like this. He's like, it's me, boys. Play a PlayStation, everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Everyone's sitting back. Nia Jax's crazy ass is probably happy as well. No, apparently, Vince just went, oh, God damn it, I'll do this show no matter what. He goes to the government or whatever. I don't know how he's done it, but he goes to the government. Apparently, if you're a WWE employee or if you're in the WWE or I believe if you're a wrestler, I don't know the ins and outs of it. Long story short, if you are a wrestler or you're working in WWE, because by the way, the camera crew, let's not forget the camera crew who are very forgotten when it comes to WWE. They're classified as essential workers. So if you're a wrestler, a cameraman, or you work in WWE, you are regarded as an essential worker. It's like, what? Like, how is that essential work? I'm sorry, man, but I get it if you're a nurse or you're a doctor or you're doing administration or you're supporting people or you're providing a service or you're providing some type of product or service. That's essential work because if there's a product that is an essential need, then you're an essential worker. That's how it works. I don't see how wrestling is an essential work. In fact, I think it would be all very essential if we all took a break from it, to say the least. And it's just like, I don't know, man. Like, how, like, you gotta give Vinnie Mac props to a certain degree. It's like, I get it. It's like, you want to have WWE just, you want to keep pushing it. But this man went so far as to go to the government. The fucking government. And is now classified wrestlers or anyone working with WWE as an essential worker. I find it ridiculous. There won't be a WWE roster anymore, Eric. You're right. There won't be a roster anymore because they're all going to fucking drop and die. Like, people seem to think this is still a joke. It's not a joke, people. I haven't left the house in nearly a month, nearly 2 months now. I haven't. I ain't got, like, you know how bad, I'm growing a mustache now. That's how bad this shit is. That's how bad it is. Look how long my hair is. You really think I'm not gonna go outside? So I don't see why wrestlers have to. And if they do, they should be paid more, to say the least. Like, at least pay them more. If you're providing a service, at least give them bonuses for them to actually record the shows. And the shows, like, it was kind of okay at WrestleMania. I get it. WrestleMania's a big thing. But I think after Mania, just stop it. And AEW now has actually pre-recorded tapes to May. So AEW are no longer wrestling the roster because they were smart where they pre-recorded. WWE aren't doing that. They're just like, oh yeah, like, are you healthy? Can you walk? You don't have a cold? You know, I go into that ring. I know no one's in that ring, but you might as well go. Ridiculous. Essential worker. In the USA, they have had 25 people. Yeah, exactly. And Vince wants this thing to still continue. And look, I get it. He doesn't want to lose money. I get that. 100%. It's an unfortunate circumstance. But you're going very fucking far, mate, saying that wrestlers are now essential workers. I'm sorry, but they're not. And you know that he had some flack with, the government. And to a certain degree. You know what I mean? Like, an essential workers? God damn. Can you imagine how bad you're just sitting there, a wrestler in your house. I don't need to go to work today. I don't need it. And then they get a ring and they get a phone call like, hello? What do you mean I need to come in tomorrow? What? What do you mean we're essential workers? How's wrestlers essential work? It's like man. Like, this is too far. Like, I generally did not think he was going to be able to do it. But Vince always finds a way. I told you this before, like a few weeks ago before this. I said, Vince will do a show even if the sky is on fire. Okay? The most that we've even seen prevent Vince from doing shows is blizzards. And even that hasn't stopped him. He literally, like, ships wrestlers over to the other thing just to at least make a show. Like the Ash Cloud. The Ash Cloud. All wrestlers were stranded over in Belfast. Over in Northern Ireland or over in England. Right? Or Ireland. He still did the show. Hard to believe Primo debuted in the main roster about 11. Did he? I don't even know what. Vince is really, dedicated. I wonder what would be ever to stop him. I don't think anything can stop Vince. I think death itself can't even stop him. I really generally don't. And, like, the thing is that I think Vince, if he goes, like, and touch wood he doesn't, I don't want anyone to die, but, you know, one day if he does, I don't think there's going to be someone as motivated as him. Now, do I think what Vince is doing is right? Absolutely not. I don't think what he's doing is right. I think he is jeopardizing people now. It did get to a point where I thought, right, maybe Mania, I understand it's a big event, but after Mania, everyone's an essential worker now. Everyone's just an essential worker. And it to me, it's like, it's just crazy. Man, it's just crazy. Like, I don't even know, man. I have no idea. Heath Slater's release is a shot. Oh, no. Is he actually released? He did not get released, did he? God damn it. He better not have been released. I think the idea is for the Mogul. Yeah. The thing is, Zack Ryder gone? They did not fire people during this. You have got to be joking me. I hope you guys are legit lying. What? I need to see this. This is what the hell? Did they actually fire people? No. That is disgusting. That is actually disgusting if they've done that. Drew McIntyre talked in an interview revealing his reaction from WWE firing. The former TNA star said that he blamed his own self for it. When I was fired myself, also, let me see. Oh, fucking hell. Some of these articles are awful. W releases EC3, which I get, but Gallows and Anderson? No. Roman Reigns hasn't been released. I'll not release him. EC3, Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle, man? Heath Slater, Gallows and Anderson, Drake, Maverick, and more. Disgusting. I'm not a fan of EC3 and maybe a few of these guys on here, but that is absolutely disgusting. Kurt Angle, Drake Maverick, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, Kurt Hawkins, Low Rush, EC3, Eric Young. I think he's definitely going to AEW. And Heath Slater. Dave Finlay's been fired. Billy Kidman. Dave Finlay's been fired. Pat Buck, Sean, Scott Armstrong, Sarah, Shane Helms, and Lance Storm have also been let go. That's disgusting. Yo, that's actually disgusting. I understand where people are saying that they're jobbers. I understand that, but this is the worst time to do that. And by the way, this is my just first react. I didn't know about this. If I would have done this, I would have done a video. But, well, I am doing a video now, so the hell with it, even though YouTube's going to demonetize it. But that is absolutely disgusting. That is very, very disgusting. Like, how can you fire these people in the middle of a pandemic? Like, are you that desperate for money, WWE? Like, I understand. You know what? I blame myself. Because I've let WWE away with some crap. I really have. But the fact that they fucking fired these people, fucking idiots, fucking whoever these dumbasses were and WWE executive decided to release these people in the middle of a pandemic where money is essential. And it's not just wrestlers. It's also production staff they probably let go that they haven't talked about this, because you don't hear any mention about production staff and all these people that they release. They probably release them too. And then also they've released these trainers. Like, Finley's been with WWE for ages. And then in the middle of a pandemic, you just say, hey, by the way, you got to go. It's disgusting. That's actually generally disgusting. Which one affects you the most? Probably Kurt Angle. I'm surprised about Gallows and Anderson. Like, that's crazy. But to get rid of these people during a time is utterly ridiculous. I find it disgusting. Word trickling out that WWE offered mutual agreed upon releases that came at a hefty payoff. This is going to be a long and interesting news day. Entirely possible and likely that some of these cuts are people who may have been wanting out anyway. That's what Voices of Wrestling saying. As I said, I'm only reacting to this. Coming straight off the back, Vince McMahon's conference call earlier, it looks like the company aren't wasting time in cutting the overall head count of employees. So what's happened is that I think WWE's lost a ton of money from this whole thing, and then people that have asked her for release anyway, they've just released them. But the problem is, this is the worst time to release them. Because I don't think all of these men have said, hey, I want to get released. Who the fuck wants to get released in the middle of a pandemic? That's... Who, I'll ask you guys this question. Would you want to get released in the middle of a pandemic? Would yous? Would ya? Oh, is American? Is she released? No way. Really? Holy fuck. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. I don't think they should be firing people now. Billy Kid, yeah. It's just like why now? Like, I find it very stupid, because I find it very hard to believe that some of these wrestlers would say, hey, you want to fire me in the middle of a pandemic? Like, what do they do? Do it on a Skype call? Rumor is Mickey James, and I forgot Mickey James is still in WWE. Somebody wrote fired Triple H. Imagine if that happened. Well, technically, they kind of did. You're actually technically not wrong, Psycho. Which is his name, by the way. I'm not actually calling him a psycho. He's technically not wrong. They did technically demote Triple H because he was hiring morons. So, yeah, Rusev just got released. What is going on here? Like, this is literally how I react to news, by the way. This is a very rare thing. I know you usually see videos and stuff. What do you mean? Well, I mean, that's a good thing, but at the same time, I don't want him to get fired. WWE Rusev. Oh my god, this is the as one of my former mentors would say, Don Juan Banks, there's a breaking news. Rusev's been officially released about 10 minutes ago during this live stream. I did not think this live stream was going to be as good as what I thought. And I say good because Rusev wanted to get released anyway, but I doubt he wanted to get released now. I mean, why would you want to get released now? Rusev did, well, to be fair though, Rusev didn't sign another WWE contract, so that's why. I think these people are the ones that they were holding out on. Very similar to Luke Harper. WWE is now releasing Rusev along with so many others. This marks the latest in a growing list of superstars. Rusev sent out a tweet saying he is now out. It's likely that he is bittersweet feelings about his release. Thank you all, Rusev out. And he's changed his Twitter name. It's easy to say that he will end up in AEW, but right now a lot of things are uncertain. Rusev's dream of coming to America and becoming a W superstar came. He didn't become a W superstar champion, but he left WWE as an all-American citizen and married a ravishing Russian. Look, Rusev, I think, is the most he had the most potential in reality. I don't think he would be a WWE champion. I hate this notion everyone's saying that he should be a WWE. He is not on the same level as like a main roster guy, but I do think he should have had at least one title reign and had more respect for his character. That's my problem. Rusev, they gave this man no respect for his character, and he was hot as well. Like, they put him in a position against John Cena, and they just, apparently that other guy, oh my God, there's more people been released. What the hell is going on in this live stream? This is crazy. Brock Lesnar? No, he has. Whoa, right. Now, come on now. Brock Lesnar has not been released. I just seen Daniel Bryan's picture and I near freaked out. WWE announced today that they're cutting more. Kurt Hawkins, yeah. Carl Anderson, Low Rush, same ones. I don't know, man. Like, this is insane. And we haven't even got to the Gerry Lawler stuff. This is gonna be a crazy live stream, folks. We got 61 people right here. 61 people. That's insane. If you could like the video, that would be amazing. Thank you. You know what? We'll keep this live stream to go on longer. We'll keep it going on longer. We'll do more of these. All right. Okay. All right. So let me see. Who else? So that looks like that's it. That looks like that's it. That's been released. It wouldn't surprise me if Brock gets fired. And I'm not saying that he is. So in case anyone misquotes me, but Brock has not been released. Will these guys have 90-day no-compete clauses, though? That's a very good question. Calamine, that's why I fucking love you, you sexy bastard. That's a very good fucking question. At the moment, from what I've seen, Calamania, it doesn't. And maybe that's why they've released them now. Because WWE's looking to save money. Let's think about this. So your Uncle Gerry, I love the fact that's catching on, that Uncle Gerry. But your Uncle Gerry's going to think about this. WWE is losing a ton of money in regards to what's going on about, everything. XFL is kaput, cancelled, which is no fault of Vince McMahon, by the way. That's not his fault. I've seen some people laughing at that. XFL, I actually wanted to be successful. But the reality of it is that the thing is that if they're releasing these people, they're probably doing it to cut corners. So that says one to two things. Are they cutting people out to save money? Which they are. That's inevitable. And were this the group of people that they were holding hostage so that they don't go to AEW? Because I doubt that's the case. Because I've seen a few people on there, and I'll be honest, I don't know. I don't know. And the 90-day clause, it's saying that there's no word yet whether it has it or not. I hope that they haven't implemented it. Maybe that's the reason why they're firing them now. Maybe that is why they're firing him now, so then they can get out of the 90-day. But even that, it's still shitty to do now. Like, if you were going to leave, you're going to leave. But don't fire people in the middle of a pandemic. Everyone's in the house. Everyone's watching this. Like, who in the WWE PR thinks that this is a good idea? Like, if you don't know that much about wrestling, right, and you don't know the ins and outs of it, and I don't claim to know that much, but let's just say hypothetically you have someone who doesn't know anything. You're looking through your newsfeed. WWE releases a ton of talent. You're going to think, what the hell? Why are they firing people now? That looks really, really bad. Get rid of all of these people. Zack Ryder, though, I mean, he was always going to leave. He was always going to leave. I'm saying, I mean, the fact that he's still there was beyond me. I hope he does another web series, though. That would be pretty cool. Like, if he just did his own YouTube channel. That's good, Uncle Gerry. Everyone is getting let go right now in New York, so it's no surprise. That's crazy to me. I feel bad for them. I feel very bad for them. Like, releasing these people, especially during the middle of the pandemic, is absolutely disgusting. I don't care what anyone says. If they've asked for the release, I understand, but don't sit here and WWE and bullshit us and say that majority of these people wanted released. No one wants released at this time. Because we don't know how long this is going to be, this incident. Right? I have to call it the incident because they're going to demonetize me anyway. Who cares? But this whole situation that's going on right now, they're going to legit have people. Like, this thing's lasting until August. I've said this once, and I think this is lasting to August. And I think for America, September, we're going to get hit with another wave in October. All right? We're going to get hit another wave in October. And then let's just say you've been released and you want to move to AEW. AEW is not going to hire anyone now during the middle of this pandemic. AEW's lost a ton of money as well. And that's one thing they haven't talked about. AEW is, I'm a bit worried about it. By the way, I don't want it to be completely fired. I don't want AEW to be wiped off the face of the planet, but I am generally worried about it a wee bit. No, it'll come into November according to... No, it will come in November. This is the last reminder of 2020. Let's be honest here. 2020 is just... What is this year? Like, I actually was looking forward to this year. Gerry, I'll get into what Calamania says there, and I'll get into that there in a minute. But Calamania, like... 2020 is just a weird year. Like, we went from on the brink of a World War III to a pandemic to Leafy coming back. No one likes iDubbbz, and I know that's two very completely different situations in regards to, you know, on a perspective aspect of things. But now Leafy's back. Now I'm kind of glad Leafy's back, to be honest. But like, everyone hates iDubbbz. Apparently, there's a pandemic. There was a world war. There's going to be a recession. People try to invade Area 50. I know that was last year, but everyone tried to invade Area 51 or whatever. It's a weird year, people. It's a weird year. And I really, like, this isn't a good decade already. Like, the last decade was terrible. I'm not looking forward to this one. I'm not looking forward to it. Because this is literally the start of the decade. You know what I mean? But anyway, I've only just found out, if you haven't known, it's breaking news. If you're only joining us, Rusev has been officially released. So Rusev, officially released. He's gone, people. So, yeah. Anyway, shall we get into the Gerry Lawler situation? Shall we get into the Gerry Lawler situation? I am beyond words at the amount of people that are overreacting to this stupid story. In fact, I think they fired some of these people to save Gerry Lawler's ass. However, I don't think Gerry's at fault here. I don't think Gerry the King Lawler's at fault. I think these PC little assholes on Twitter that just complain about everything. Like, just ruin everything for everyone. They're just whining. You know, these people, you know the type of people you go to dinner with and they just whine. I don't like this food. Just fucking whining all the time like little bitches. I'm just complaining for the sake of complaining. And trust me, I'm partial to a bit of complaining. But Gerry Lawler did nothing wrong. Did absolutely nothing wrong. I don't give a damn what anyone says. He said something about noodles or whatever because some guy jumped off a thing. Who cares? Who cares? Stop overreacting to this crap. Everyone, Gerry Lawler, he's a racist. No, he's not. He didn't say anything remotely racist. It's not even remotely that. And there's these people on Twitter that are just complaining. Like, I know you're sitting in the house, you got nothing better to do, but just do what I do. Play the PlayStation, people. That's what you need to do. Just chill out, wise up, stop with all of this grown-ass people. Just, the comments I seen it, Gerry Lawler, he's a disgrace to wrestling. I'm like, no, Gerry Lawler's done more for wrestling than your dumbass trying to tweet at, like, all these wrestlers trying to get retweets. It's the same group of people. They're the same people. Like, last week, they were probably tweeting Gerry Lawler for a retweet. They're the same people that just constantly ask for retweets all the time on Twitter. And then whenever they eventually do, I think Jerry's not racist. He's not. Gerry is not one of those guys. You know what I mean? Like, let's just, like in this witch hunt for Gerry the King Lawler. Like, yeah, let's get him. Let's get Gerry the King Lawler. No! Stop being idiots. And the thing is that whenever legit racism happens, everyone ignores it because they focus on more of this weird crap. Like, there's legit issues in our society that we need to focus on. Not about Gerry the King Lawler talking about noodles. I'm sorry, but there's actually way more serious stuff going on. There's way more serious stuff going on. I mean, people just overreacting. And it's same with this whole. What was this thing Nia Jax did? People, can you please remind me what that? Why did they fire her? By the way, I don't want actually people to fire her, but like, what did she actually do again recently? What did she? Apparently, Nia Jax did something stupid as well. Apparently, she did. I don't know what it is. She's really annoying me. Her really annoying me. Shut up. No, you haven't loved me. Shut up, Nia. Go to bed. Go to bed, Nia. She's terrible. She's the worst wrestler I've ever seen. I don't. Apparently, she's the locker room leader. Like, how? You're gonna be the leader. I'm not Jax. Oh my god, this is just ridiculous to me. Matt Riddle should be released. I don't think anyone should be released. Jefferson. Even Matt Riddle, as much as I hate that little Bugs Bunny twat, I hope he doesn't get, but I don't want anyone released. If people have asked for it, that's fine. If you've asked, I don't know why you would ask for it in the middle of a pandemic. But Tamina got released. Did she actually? I'm sorry, but there will never be a new era similar to the Attitude Era, especially when that, I'm not going to say that word because YouTube will probably take me down. Current logo sticking out. Yeah, that logo's I'm so glad you pointed that out, Martin. I'm so glad. The WWE logo is terrible. Okay? It is awful. Absolutely awful. See the logo? I see the old logo they had. Amazing. See that new kind of looks like it looks like a spider web thing. Like WWE. It just looks No, I prefer the old logo. Bring the old logo back. The new logo, I have always hated. I've never actually talked about this before. And can we have cool theme songs now in WWE again? I listened to the new theme song from SmackDown. It's awful. It's like, it's awful. I don't like it. You know what I mean? Like, you want some dance to the music. I have to, like, murmur it in case they probably copyright me on YouTube. But, what was I going to say? Gerry, don't forget Michael Cole got a promotion during a pandemic and people are getting fired. Did he actually? That's one guy who I've never noticed why he hasn't got fired. Michael Cole must have some influence in that company to not get fired. Because I'll be honest, I don't think he's as... I'm surprised they haven't hired new people for commentary, like actual new blood. Are you a career ender? Why do you keep saying that, Hulk Poo? I'm not a career ender. It's essentially shit TV is what it is. It's incredibly terrible. Why? I talked about this whole thing before in regards to the essential work and stuff. But like the fact that Vince McMahon went to fucking Florida and made wrestlers and production team and camera people essential workers is ridiculous to me. Now, I will say this. Fair play to AEW. They've pre-recorded matches until May, so their wrestlers are safe. Don't know why WWE didn't decide to do that. I don't know. In regards to Gerry the King Lawler, I know I've been flapping all around the place here, but in regards to Gerry the King Lawler, the man is not racist. The man has done nothing wrong. He made like people just overreacting this on Twitter, and it's just the same people just like. And I want to talk specifically. I might make a rant series on some of these fans, but the same people that just like they're always asking for shout outs, and then whenever some type of controversy happens, and then they can't, like, you know, it's cringy. Like the wrestling YouTube perspective on Twitter is a joke. Twitter in general is a joke anyway. I mean, they just love censoring people no matter what. But just the fact that, like, oh man, it is completely ridiculous. Thank you very much, Corey. But it just baffles me that how they can like turn around and say, by the way, WWE wrestlers are essential workers. When was this a thing? Vince will bribe officers to save murder. Oh dear, the murderer. Then he surely gives two fucks about anyone else. Really, I need to check that documentary. What Will is referencing to is Jimmy Snuka's documentary. That man guilty, y'all. Jimmy Snuka is guilty. I knew this anyway. Like I literally knew this like fucking years ago anyway. But at the same time, you know what I mean? Like I remember like there was talk apparently of Jimmy Snuka, and the actual official news came out, and I originally was like, we need a whole judgment because we don't know. And that's why I didn't say anything in regards to that, which I probably should have. That was really my fault. That was about whenever before Jimmy Snuka was alive. And again, we can't use like cancel culture as well, but the evidence it kind of stacks up. You know what I mean? So, but whenever this news originally came out, I originally turned around and said, like, we need to give the benefit of the doubt. We need to see clear evidence if this man did it. Since then, there is evidence. Yeah, the man just got away with murder. Essentially. And by the way, I'm sick and tired of these people saying Chris Benoit needs to go in the Hall of Fame. If you generally think Chris Benoit needs to go to the Hall of Fame, you need your goddamn head examined. Why would they put a murderer in there? And I understand what people are going to say. Well, they put Mike Tyson in there. And they put... I think Jimmy Snuka needs to be wiped away from the Hall of Fame. They need to remove him. They should have removed Hulk Hogan. They should have removed goddamn Jimmy Snuka from the Hall of Fame. That's what it says. Autopsy report says, oh, apparently that is. I need to check that documentary out. But with the autopsy, the evidence does stack up. It does. You know, I have to agree with Will on this. It does. Benoit doesn't deserve a Hall of Fame spot. Absolutely. I seen it's the same suspects on Twitter. Like, these are the same people calling out Gerry the King Lawler, but then they get up here and then they say, Chris Benoit should be in the Hall of Fame. He should be remembered as a great wrestler. He was a murderer. He killed his family, killed his kid, and he killed his wife. We're not putting him in the Hall of Fame. Stop it. And I'm telling you right now, I'm saying this right now. If they ever put him in the Hall of Fame, I will never, ever review any WWE show again. You can clip that and save it, and you can do that, because if they ever did that, I would just walk away from wrestling, because that is an insult. Hall of Fame's already an insult anyway. Got me fired up here in quarantine, people. You get little stems of the old Gerry back. You get little stems. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling loose, people. Is this mustache as well? That's what's happening. Feeling loose. Feeling ready. No, I don't even know. I don't know. I just wanted to go live. I think this is a lot better than the whole making videos and stuff, because I've been trying to edit these videos and it's taken me half an hour to put tags. And then whenever you do edit it, you take an hour to edit. And then YouTube just put it down the search bar. They just put What Culture up there. They have some British cock, or what's what the cool kids say, simp. They have them up there. It's like, oh, I'm very happy to watch wrestling. Like, you want to watch them, watch them. You want to watch real people? You want to watch real people? Watch me or a few other people that I've recommended on here. Because believe me, YouTube, they're coming for everyone. YouTube's coming for everyone. They're coming after me. They're coming after all of y'all. So hide your channels and hide your wives, people. They're coming after you. I'm telling you. YouTube is out to take out everyone. In fact, I predict in 10 years, they will have you. Do you ever notice that gradually every year they make it harder to upload a video? Every year. And eventually it'll get to the point where it's so hard to upload a video and it's so hard to get yourself out there that it's just going to be chat show hosts. It's going to be James Corden and his unfunny ass. Hey guys, you want to see me eat some dirty food? Shut up, James, you fat bastard. You know what I mean? I'm just saying it like it is. And don't even get me started on that Jimmy Fallon guy. No, is it Jimmy Fallon? Who's the one I don't like? It's not the one that laughs, you know, with a fake laugh. And he's like, like him, not the fake laugh one. The other guy, well, I forget his name. I think it is Jimmy Fallon. Is it Jimmy Fallon? Let me check. There's a certain talk show host that I do not like. No, it's not Jimmy Fallon. It's the other guy. It's not Jimmy Fallon. It's the other guy. What you call him again? I forget his name. That's how unforgettable he is. Jimmy Fallon. I don't know why it was so funny. Jimmy Fallon. It's not Jimmy Carr, Lisbon. Jimmy Carr. Jimmy Kimmel. Is it Jimmy Kimmel? I think it's Jimmy. I think you're on to something. I think it's Jimmy Kimmel. Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel. That guy is so unfunny. How is he? I do not know. How is this man funny? I watched some of his shows and I legit wanted to bloody shoot myself. Most unfunny, what you call him? Conan O'Brien's amazing. You know, I like him. He's probably one of the talented ones, but Jimmy Kimmel, absolute moron. Then there's another guy called Seth. He's just there. He sits behind the desk and goes, well, what do you think about Trump? Huh? It's like, that's what TV shows are now. What do you think about Trump? Well, It's literally, I've just summed up everything that goes on with this kind of stuff. Vince needs his blood money. He does. He's like, what was Vince thinking? You know what we'll do, Hunter? What's that, Vince? I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go down to the Florida state and make them essential workers. That's right, Roman. Get to work. Fucking slapping people and everything, getting them into work. God help him trying to tell Brock Lesnar to go to work. Go to work, Brock. What'd you say about me? How's it going, Scott? Seth Meyers, that guy. Hey, what do you think about Trump? It's like Gerry facial hair is coming in. Yeah, I'm growing a mustache. I know. I don't know what it's gonna look like, but it's called my quarantine mustache. We're gonna see how far we'll go with it. Got nothing else better to do with my life. Matt Riddle came out in slippers in the Rumble. Rude really got released, did he? I don't think he did. So far, he didn't, Will. So far, it is Eric Rowan, which we know, Mike Americanus, Primo, Epico, Kurt Angle, Aiden English, Drake Maverick, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, Kurt Hawkins. Jesus, God help that guy. Yeah, I feel bad for that guy completely. Low Rush, EC3, Eric Young, which Eric Young, like, that's a missed opportunity. They should have had him on the main roster. Would have liked to see him on. And Heath Slater, Billy Kidman, Mike Rudna, Dave Finlay, Scott Armstrong, Sarah Stock, Shane Helms, and Lance Storm have also been let go from the WWE production backstage duties. So yeah, there you go. After full list. None of them are funny. They all just enjoy having Calamania. Like some of these chat show hosts is like that's all I hear. You know who I was watching? I'm gonna tell you who the best comedian of all time is, and that's my Lord and Savior, Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is the best comedian on the planet, and that's I would have a million Dave Chappelles than any kind of Jimmy Kimmel show. Yeah, Gallows and Anderson will. Gallows and Anderson are gone. Right, guys, I didn't think this was going to go as long. If you can like the video, that would be amazing. And if you could subscribe, we're nearly at 5,000. YouTube's all burning anyway, so who cares? You know, everything's burning. You know, I'm okay, but just if you want to subscribe, if you want to like the video, that would be amazing. Also share the video if you can. That would be amazing as well. Gonna do more of these shows. And a lot of you seem to like it. A lot of you seem to like this style. It's more better for me. I don't even add tags. I just do the live show. I just talk, and then that's it. I would, but man, it's literally like 48 minutes, and you know what I mean? It's 48 minutes. It's a bit too long for me. You know what I mean? Do you like Bob? I'd never heard of him. Sorry, Scott. DC or Marvel? Both. I don't like this whole DC versus Marvel thing. Rick James, bitch. Yeah. Don't go. There is and to be more releases in the next few hours. I'll cover that tomorrow. Cat Williams is funny, Bambi. I was actually watching his stand-up yesterday. Amazing stuff. Cat Williams and Dave Chappelle are good. Absolutely, I'd have them do any chat shows. But thank you so much, guys. You've been absolutely amazing. I will be live tomorrow. Don't worry. I will be live tomorrow, and we'll talk about these releases, and we'll do the same show like we did before. But, guys, thank you so much. This is General Gerry on the General Gerry channel. Signing out.